in when he needs it. He's just got to make sure that it's not flat. Otherwise, it's going to get hit hard. So look for him to throw it up there when he needs a big double play, a ground ball, something like that to get out of an inning, change it up for a hitter. Also, get those hitters looking down so that it opens up the top of the strike zone, especially late in an at-bat.
And a big swing and a miss. Check swing, and he went. And the count 1-2. That one lifted to left. Arozarena on the move. And there's one down. And now it's Dalton Varsho.
Interfielder, Dalton Varsho.
There's the strike at the knees.
He's trying to stay away from this lefty, knowing that a lot of left-handers like the ball down and in. 0-2 pitch that far out of the zone gives the hitter a little confidence that maybe he can climb back into this at-bat.
Gets a piece and stays alive. To the right side, Naylor. He'll do it himself, and the home first moving along quickly today. Two gone. 2 outs, base is empty. And here's the first baseman, Vladimir Guerrero Jr. Slider right there. Swing and a miss, and it's 0-2.
Good fastball going early until they show they can make some good contact. You keep on throwing the pitch.
Line drive, base hit. So a 2-out knock keeps the inning alive.
Couldn't have timed it up any better than that. You'll often hear the phrase short to it, long through it, and that's a great example of it right there. Got the barrel in the hitting zone early, squared it up with the well-timed swing, and came away with a beautiful line drive into center field. 2-0 count to a guy like this at the plate. You've got to throw a pitcher's pitch. Don't just try to get a strike. He could make you pay.
Guerrero, the runner at first with 2 gone. Swing and a miss. And the count now even up. Swings through that one. It's a strikeout. New inning getting started, and stepping in for the Mariners, Josh Naylor.
Nope, outside. That's ball 2.
Got him. 1 down.
Batting fifth, third baseman, Brendan Donovan.
Now the third baseman, Brendan Donovan. That's out number 2. So up next, Randy Arozarena.
Pretty smart not to serve something up for him right there. He's really good at hitting the first pitch.
No score here in the second. The 1-1 is fouled off. Two down, nobody on. Breaking ball in there, got him looking, and he's registered 3 Ks in this one. Back now in Toronto, and now for the Jays, Kazuma Okamoto. Ground ball up the middle, Crawford. The throw to first, 1 pitch and 1 out. Here's George Springer.
Right fielder, George Springer.
Into center and a base hit. So they get a man aboard with a 1-out single.
Well, clearly he was ready to hit right there. Pitch was on the outside, didn't go the other way with it, but still a nice job of using the big part of the field to find a hole. No way he hits it that well if he hooks around the baseball there.
2 down. In steps the man they call Captain Kirk. In the air out towards right center. Rodriguez on the move to the gap. He's got it, and that is that. Well, here we go. Top of the third, scoreless game.
J.P. Crawford.
Ball inside. Ball 2.
Savage, in his rookie season, 22 years old. A former first-round pick in 2024. To the right side, into the outfield, base hit. Man aboard on the leadoff single.
Just one of those seeing eye base hits through the infield. He just kind of rolled over on it a little bit, but sometimes those can find a hole and get you a knock.
Now it's going to be Luke Raley.
Good slider down and in can be so hard to get on plane with. You're better off taking that pitch.
Ball.
Swings through that one, out in front that time. Got him swinging for the strikeout. And that's 4 strikeouts. 1 out man at first. At the plate, Cole Young.
Whoa, that's down.
Top of the third, no score. Swing and a high fly ball, well struck. Way back there, it's got a chance. Can't get there. Should be extra bases. Run scores easily, and it's 1-0.
Everything came together for him. Just a cookie down the middle. I mean, those are the ones you dream about. The ones in the cage, you're just hoping you get in the ball game. Right down the middle, not a whole lot of velocity, right on top of it.
Canzone in the box now, takes strike 1. In the air, out towards left center. And makes the grab. Runner tags at second. The relay throw.
Hey!
And now the switch hitting catcher, Cal Raleigh. He's 0 for 1. Check swing, and he went. And that's strike 1.
Hey!
2 outs and a runner at third. We're here in the top half of inning number 3. This one in the air center field. Varsho settles under this one, and that is that. Bottom of the inning. Now it's the Toronto designated hitter, Addison Barger.
Addison Barger.
On the ground, right side. Naylor takes it himself. One pitch and one out.
Up next,
Back to the
for
leadoff
Blue
spot in the Blue Jays
Jays,
lineup.
second baseman,
Ernie Clement
Ernie
will hit
Clement.
next. Now a pop-up on the infield. Crawford settles underneath it. And that quickly 2 away. Dalton Varsho next up for the Blue Jays. 0 for 1. He grounded out to first his last time.
Just not able to catch up to that velocity.
Swing and a ball popped up. That is the inning. Back here at Rogers Center and stepping in for the Mariners, Julio Rodriguez. Slice to right and foul ball.
He's been pitching well, but going through this middle of the order second time through, we'll see what kind of adjustments are being made.
And that's off the inside edge. 1 ball, 1 strike. Delivers a pitch in for a strike at 95. Stays alive. Got him swinging. He picks up his 5th strikeout on the hill.
First baseman,
And now
Josh Naylor.
it's Josh Naylor.
All one.
Foul ball. Swing and a miss. And the count 1-2.
He's been very consistent with his command out there on the mound, consistently throwing at the knees. Pretty impressive when a guy can repeat his delivery like this.
That one missed. Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball. And it's fouled off. They'll do it again. Payoff pitch. Fights it off. He'll see another. Strike 3, and that's 2 in a row.
For Seattle, third baseman, Brendan
2 down,
Donovan.
bases empty. Digging in, Brendan Donovan. 0 for 1 so far. Ground ball to the right side. The tag, and that's out number 3, inning over. Ready to go, bottom 4. And now for the Jays, Vladimir Guerrero Jr.
Well, these Jays definitely being aggressive at the plate, but I think it's fair to wonder if they're being a little over-aggressive. I'm specifically talking about the first pitch. These guys are swinging more than 80% of the time, which is fine if you're scoring runs, but that hasn't been the case today.
The 1-2. Drilled in the air out towards right center. Rodriguez has a beat on it. But it's the right fielder that gets there to make the catch. And there's one down. Anthony Santander at the plate. Struck out swinging his first time. Yeah, that's fouled off. 0-1. The Blue Jays down by a run. We're here in the bottom of the fourth.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
Got him looking. Out. Number 2.
For the Blue Jays, third
Kazuma
baseman,
Okamoto
Kazuma
next up for the Blue Jays.
Okamoto.
He's 0 for 1. That hits the dirt. Ball 1. Two down, nobody on. That clips the corner. Swing and a miss, Brian. We go to the top of the fifth, and stepping in for the Mariners, Randy Arozarena.
Off the plate, ball 1.
Well, he looks more focused at the plate and working the count after that first at-bat strikeout.
That one misses. Ball 3.
A rare 3-ball count here. He's been throwing strikes all day. Got to be ready to hit if you're in the box.
In there for a strike at the bottom of the zone.
Man, this guy's got a great feel for his breaking ball today.
That's in there at the knees, and it's strike 2. Base hit. That was smoked through the infield. So a runner aboard to start the inning.
Seems like he got exactly what he was looking for. There. He wasn't able to elevate.
So they turn to the lefty in this spot, Eric Lauer.
Just trying to keep this one close here, and this is where a bullpen can give their players a chance to fight back into the game.
And now J.P. Crawford. Base hit. Throw back in quickly. First and second now with nobody out. Luke Raley up next for the Mariners. Struck out swinging his first time. The Mariners going with a pinch hitter, Victor Robles. He comes to the plate in a huge spot in this one.
Ball.
Swing and a miss as he was out front. Got the bat going too soon. It's strike 2.
Well, the hitter shows the pitcher that he's willing to go after that pitch down in the zone. So perhaps he'll come back to it. Still trying.
Got him swinging for the K. And that is a big first out. 2 aboard with 1 out. Now Cole Young.
RBI knock for him last time. Now a chance to drive in another run.
Double play ball to second to Jimenez. What a double play that was. Inning over. We head to the bottom of the fifth. And now for the Jays, George Springer.
George Springer.
This one popped up. Foul ground first base side. And there's one away. Here's Andres Jimenez. Fly to right his first time. And that one fouled off. Check swing. He went. No balls, 2 strikes. He goes down looking.
Up next for the Blue Jays,
Alejandro Kirk, the next to hit. Fly to center his first time. He's 0 for 1.
Over 80% of his first pitches are strikes. You're doing that, you could have a really good day out there on the mound.
Check swing called strike. And the count is 0-2. Fouled off the plate. They'll do it again. Two down, nobody on. Out towards right center field. Robles on the move to the alley. And that'll do it. Back now in Toronto. Here's the Mariners leadoff man, Dominic Canzone.
Ball 1.
Here's a tapper towards short. Jimenez. Leadoff man retired in the 6th. And up next for Seattle, Cal Raleigh.
There it was. 0-0. Here it is. Hit it. He gets a take. Gets ahead in the count.
That's a ball.
Lauer in his 6th season. He features a 4-seam fastball, a cutter, a curve, a slider, and he works in a changeup. Swings through it for the K. Had him out front for strike 3. 2 outs, base is empty. Julio Rodriguez up next for the Mariners.
Oh, in an 0-0 count, not every strike is a good strike for a hitter. I like the plate discipline there.
Fires over to Guerrero. They don't come much closer than that. Bang, bang play to end the inning. Back here at Rogers Center. Now it's the Toronto designated hitter, Addison Barger.
Addison Barger.
Ball inside.
The rest of the lineup could learn a thing or two from this at bat right here. He's been patient, and now he's in the driver's seat with a 2-0 count.
Next pitch is outside.
Now in this 3-ball count, down in the ball game, you've got to be very selective. Take your walk if they'll give it to you.
Swing and a ground ball up the middle. Toss to Naylor. 1 away, bottom of the 6th. Ernie Clement next up for the Blue Jays.
Second baseman, Ernie Clement.
And a foul ball. Pulls that one foul. Home team down a run here in the bottom of the 6th. Swing and a miss for the strikeout. Chase the fastball up the ladder for strike 3. So up next for Toronto, Dalton Varsho. Swing and a foul back, and that's out of play.
I'm impressed by the number of first pitch strikes. He's not afraid of contact. Some guys, they'll nibble just because they don't want to get hit hard. That's not what we're seeing here.
And that is out of play. 2 down, nobody on. In the air to left center. Rodriguez on his way over. And that will end the inning. We go to the top of the 7th. So now it's the Mariner cleanup hitter, Josh Naylor. That's a strike. That's in there. 0-2.
0-2 count, both pitches on the inside part of the plate. Hitter is thinking, I don't want to get beat here. This is a good time for something off speed away.
He swings and drives one out to deep left field. Carrying well. Drops for a hit. He couldn't run it down. And he's going to get to second with nobody out.
Really nice job, a 2-strike hitting in that at bat. Pitch was away, and he did exactly what you're supposed to do with it. Drive it the other way. Just go with the pitch.
Stepping in, Brendan Donovan. Donovan in the box as he fouls off the first pitch. Man at second. Swing and a miss, and that's strike 2. And that's a strikeout looking. Not what you're looking for after the leadoff double. A strikeout, and there's one away. Randy Arozarena up next for the Mariners. That one fouled off. And the lefty with the 0-1.
Nope.
One out, and a runner at second here in the top half of inning number 7. The 1-2. Spoils the 2-strike pitch, and he'll see another. Comes up empty as he chases that one in the dirt. On to first. Got him. 2 gone after the strikeout.
Well, maybe approaching this at bat with a bit too much determination. Sometimes you just got to let the game come to you.
In the dirt. There's a strike at the knees, and the count even at 1. Runner at second, 2 down. That's in there, and the count 1-2. Foul ball left side. He'll see another. Swing and a miss. Curveball in the dirt. Kirk to first. That completes the strikeout, and that'll do it. Bottom of the 7th, and now for the Jays, Vladimir Guerrero Jr.
This lineup is having a tough time finding a good rhythm at the plate. Their swings are disjointed, which tells me they're having issues with pitch recognition. What makes them special is
new arm out of the bullpen, Edward Bizzardo.
Well, the best relievers love the opportunity to come in and protect a tight lead late in the ball game. Some of them are just wired different, so we'll see what he's got here.
Check swing, but he went too far. Strike 1. And a foul ball, he stays alive.
So now it's all about protect mode. Try to shorten up, try to track the ball, block it if you have to, as far as just a late swing that maybe you're not sure about, but some way, somehow climb back into this at bat through the count.
Swing and a drive, deep right field. Way back there. That one is foul, and he'll see another. Got him swinging. It's a strikeout. One away. Big time out leading off the home 7th. Anthony Santander next up for the Blue Jays. This one chopped on the ground, but foul.
Just missed. If he's able to connect on that, look out.
Next pitch in the dirt, and it's 1-1. This one driven deep, way back there, and it's gone. We are tied. Anthony Santander knocks one out. Kazuma Okamoto digs in now. That one not close, and it's 1-0.
Ball, that's inside.
Comes up empty. That's strike 2. Foul ball, another 2-2 upcoming. Gets a piece there. We'll do it again. One out, base is empty, and a run in here at the bottom of the 7th. Battling here as he fouls it away. Spoils that one, and it remains 2-2. Back to the mound. He's got it. Slings to first. He made the pitcher earn that out after a long at bat. And the batter is George Springer. That's to third, and that's just foul. 2 down, nobody on.
That's a ball.
Here's a 1-2. And a base hit. So a 2-out knock keeps the inning alive and puts the go-ahead run on base.
Good 2-strike hitting right there, Boog. A bit of a lost start for some, so that was nicely done to beat the odds. Just a solid swing right there. Caught it out front and ripped it into the outfield for the base hit. Those always feel great.
Jose A. Ferrer gets ball now.
Bringing in the lefty with the left-handed hitter coming up to hit. Classic bullpen move right here, so we'll see how it works out.
Ball, that's low.
If you're a base runner, you've got to stay dialed in here. Look for anything in the dirt. Try your best to get into scoring position.
One now. Fought off foul. And a swing and a miss. That's the inning. Back now in Toronto. We're at the top of the 8th. Robles. Now pitching change here. Braden Fisher.
They know that he can get a right-hander out, but he's in position to face a couple of lefties this inning.
swing and a miss as he was late that time.
Definitely got the hitter conscious of the pitch inside. Really think the outer half is open.
And Robles spoils it. He stays alive. The 1-2. Swing and a ground ball up the middle. That's a base hit. So the go-ahead run is on base with a knock.
Still able to come through behind in the count right there. Really nice job staying up the middle with his approach. He didn't try to do too much with the pitch. Just shot it through the infield.
And now it's going to be Cole Young trying to move him over here. Guerrero. They apply the tag and the runner moves up to second.
There was a time where that sac bunt was just ho-hum, very basic, but is increasingly difficult as it's become to get bunts down in the big leagues. Nice job right there.
In the dirt. Nice job behind the plate there. Man at second. On the ground. And that chance handled. Throw short, hops him at first. Can't come up with it. He's safe. And the batter now, Cal Raleigh. Got to be careful with a slugger like this because he can turn it into a 3-run game in the blink of an eye. Just missed.
In the infield at the corners, don't be surprised to see them come home first and prevent that run from scoring.
In the dirt. Runners stay where they are. That's ball one. Two on, one out. And a count 1-2. That one missed.
Way to lay off that pitch down.
That's to third. Fair ball. Runner from third in to score. It's an RBI single. They laid it in the 8th.
Just a simple ground ball the other way. They had eyes on it, man. Sometimes that's all you need to do. Just let the ball travel, put the ball in play, and just hope it finds a hole.
Next to hit, Julio Rodriguez. And the 1-0. Tap foul at the plate.
Well, he knows they don't want to give him anything to hit, but when you've got opportunities to drive in runs, you've got to expand the zone. He's capable of going out there and doing damage with it.
Runners at first and second with one gone, and we're at the top of the 8th. High fly ball out to center field. And there are 2 outs. Here's Josh Naylor.
Drove it off the wall last time, just missed out on a home run. Well, this is a critical spot for both the pitcher and the hitter. You can learn a lot about a guy by how he handles these pressure situations.
That one finds the zone. Strike one. That's a strike, and he inches closer to getting out of the jam.
That's a really good take.
First and second, 2 down. On the ground to third, Okamoto. That ends the inning, and they limit the damage. Back here at Rogers Center, ready for the bottom of the 8th. Alejandro Kirk getting ready to hit. Matt Brash comes on now.
And we all know about his slider. It's just filthy, man. And One of the better ones in the game, I'd say. Spin rate's very high, and it just breaks a ton.
Ball one.
In the air, left field. Arozarena under it. And there's one down. And next is the designated hitter, Addison Barger, has grounded out a couple of times. The Mariners trying to hold a one-run lead here the bottom half of the 8th inning. Way out front for strike 2.
Two pretty nasty sliders to get this hitter in an 0-2 count. If you're up there at the plate, you got to look up in the zone and spit on anything that's down.
Got him swinging for the strikeout. Pulled the string on the changeup. Now at the plate, Ernie Clement.
Struck out on just 3 pitches last time. Now this manager knows that his players are just trying to do too much. Everybody needs to just take a deep breath, relax, and let it naturally happen.
That one finds the zone. That's strike 1. Hit on the ground to short. Crawford whips it to first. And it's a 1-2-3 inning. Back now in Toronto. We go to the 9th. Brendan Donovan digs in now. Mason Fluhart gets handed the rock out of the pen.
Pretty tight game, so they're looking for quality pitches out of him right here. Got to do his best to keep the score right where it is.
And first offering is fouled off. Fluharty, known as a guy with pretty lights out type stuff, racks up the strikeouts, but the command at times can elude him. The 1-1. Swings and misses at the pitch off the plate.
Yeah, and a manager in a situation like this type of pitcher has to stay alert and ready. He's got to make sure he's watching from pitch to pitch, hitter to hitter, to quickly get another reliever up in the bullpen if he needs to bring someone in.
Randy Arozarena, the next to hit. Crowd locked in right now. 1-run game here in the 9th. Out to short, Jimenez. Gets it to first. 2 quick outs here in the top of the 9th. Running out of chances to pad the lead. Now it's the shortstop, J.P. Crawford.
No.
And that lack of command, that's usually one of the things that leads guys to be converted from starter to reliever.
Yeah, and it's such a short stint when you compare the 2 roles, starting and relieving. You hope that guy can find strike 1 right away when he comes in.
Gets him to chase after that one. And down on strikes he goes. Back here at Rogers Center, bottom 9. Dalton Varsho now at the plate. That's in for a strike, a slider. One-run game, bottom 9. And 1-2.
0-2 fastball way out of the zone. I think he's trying to speed him up. Got to stay back. Off speed's probably coming.
Swings and misses, struck him out. Vladimir Guerrero Jr. now 1 for 3. Andres Munoz comes on trying to close it out.
And I can't imagine any save is an easy one. You're holding a small lead on the scoreboard, and you know those hitters are going to give you the best at bats they can. So it's always high stress. Let's see what he's got here to try and close it out.
That one is absolutely belted, carrying well. And that one is out of here. Vladdy with a star scraper. And we are tied. Here in the bottom of the ninth, one out. Anthony Santander next up for the Blue Jays.
Hit an absolute tape measure shot last time up.
Yeah, that's fouled off. Got the bat going too soon. It's strike two. And ring him up, says Patrick Johnson. That's a strikeout. So up next for Toronto, Kazuma Okamoto. Base hit center field. And the winning run is aboard.
Everything came together perfectly for him right there. Everything was on time and fluid in that swing. Got a pitch he could get the barrel on and lined it into center for the knock. Those always feel good.
Springer in now. Takes ball one off the plate.
I'd say that stayed in the tunnel for a long time. No chance of even fouling it off.
That's a little high. And it's 2-1. A little out front there as he swings through it. Swing and a miss. He struck him out. On to extra innings. And stepping in for the Mariners, Victor Robles. So they're making a move for a bat off the bench. Rob Refsnyder.
Oh, great spot. He's looking to come through with that go-ahead run on base.
Number 23, Jeff Hoffman.
Ball.
Swing and a ground ball. Jimenez throws to first in time. And they get the leadoff man in the 10th. Cole Young up next for the Mariners. And that one fouled off. Next pitch misses. 1 ball, 1 strike. Swings through that one for strike 2.
Well, if he's going to do something special right here, it's going to have to happen with 2 strikes.
Swings and misses. Struck him out. Go ahead run on base. Dominic Panzone up next for the Mariners. Flips the corner. Strike 1. 2 down. Go ahead run in scoring position. Swing and a pop up. Jimenez should have this one. And that's the 3rd out. On to the bottom of the 10th. And now for the Jays, Leo Jimenez. Right through there for a strike. Swing and a miss. Nice changeup. Triple digits on that last pitch. Alejandro Kirk next up for the Blue Jays. 0 for 3 in this one.
Now pitching for
New
Seattle.
pitcher for the Mariners, Gabe Spire. The winning run on second base. Edge of the zone for a strike, and it's 0-2.
He's falling behind in a huge spot, Boo. Got to do what it takes to come through. Maybe choke up on the bat a little bit, spread out those feet, whatever it takes.
1-2 here. Got him swinging for the K. Addison Barger next up for the Blue Jays. 0 for 3 with 2 groundouts and a strikeout. Swings through that one for strike 1.
Power relievers one after another coming out of the bullpen these days. Got to be ready for that first pitch heater.
Swing and a miss. The M's trying to keep this a 2-2 game here in extra innings. And downstairs. This one in the air, center field. Base hit into the outfield. Across is the winning run, and the Blue Jays walk it off in extra innings. 3